super... What the... Oh. Oh, that's muted. I don't like that that's muted. That's annoying. Okay. This is what I get for copying over the capture thing. What am I even using for this? So I can just finally fix this and stop having problems with it. I guess it's just audio output capture. Because I have this problem every single time I stream, and it's really gotten on my nerves. Well, anyway, I don't really have an intro. I'm playing Alan Wake 2 expansion because I feel like it, because I want to. I was gonna wait to stream it until I'd actually played through the first game again, but I don't really feel like streaming all the way through that game. It would take me too long since I can't stream consistently. And this is something shorter, so... Okay, yeah, so that is... Let me mute that, and then... Better yet, I'll delete it. And then I will make a new Chrome audio capture that doesn't get tied into the other ones, because every freaking time. One moment. Who the... Oh, okay. I should have done this before, but I forgot about it. Chrome audio capture free. Already in use. Okay, bro. Chrome audio capture 2. Name already in use. Okay, what name is not in use? Which name is not in use? Chrome audio capture. If 5 is in use, then I'm gonna... Okay, I was gonna say I was gonna crash out if that wasn't... If that was in use. It's duplicating the Alan Wake 2 audio, isn't it? Okay, let me mute that now. And now it should just not at all be tied to the other ones. Wait. Okay, so if I unmute it here, then should it be muted? Okay, so wait, hang on. If I mute it here, then is it suddenly muted on the other screen? Okay, no, it's... Sorry, I just have to... I should have done this testing before. And not, like, literally right now, but, you know, I forgot. Oops. Whatever, okay, I can stop the music now, and now I can... Where's, Holy crap, bro. Blow out your freaking ears. Okay, it's Alan Gaming Wake 2 gaming time. Gaming. You know what? I might just close Chrome because it's probably going to blow up my computer if I have that on in the background. And... make sure everything else is okay. I'm still streaming just to make sure that something didn't blow up. Let me see what the game audio is like in comparison to my voice. See if I need to change anything. Okay, so it sounds decent enough. Right, okay. So someday I actually genuinely would like to stream through this game, but it is like a 20-hour game. And I still need to play through the New Game Plus myself. I was considering doing the Night Springs, but I'm a little less interested in that since these are like in the same vein as Alan Wake's American Nightmare, where it's like an episodic thing that's non-canon, I think. I'm assuming that that's the case. So we're just playing the lake house. The impression I got was that this was more in line with like a survival horror experience than even the main game, but
this isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright
we'll see.
Falls. 1970, 76, 8. Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again. After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I'd have just kept on driving.
So there's some context. There's a lot of context that that is gonna be missing in terms of like context for the main game's events and for the Evergame's events, because the Alan Wake.
This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmons.
Alan Wake takes place within like a universe of games from Remedy, which is the developer.
Welcome wagon.
I'll try to explain a little bit of it once we're out of the cutscenes. I'm done with the dialogue.
You all set up the perimeter. We're on the threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
I turned up the game audio a bit more. If it's too loud, then let me know, but okay. So now that I have a little bit more time to explain, this is a side story. Basically, in the main game, the character I'm playing as is someone who is an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control, which is like, they investigate these sort of paranormal events, like what happened in Alan Wake, the original Alan Wake. And there's some context that even I'm missing out on because I haven't played Control. But my understanding is these people, they sort of monitored the events of the original game. They are aware of the lake and what has been going on, and Alan Wake's role in all of this. I can't really explain all of it because I don't super well remember all of it, but there's also just a lot of context to go through. I'm assuming I can't go this way. I don't know why I was walking that way. I was getting sidetracked. Okay. But yeah, this is a side story because there's a point in the game at which one of the main characters, Saga Anderson, meets up with Estevez, I think is her name, who we're playing as. And she starts explaining something that happened at a lake house that was set up to help with the investigation of Cauldron Lake. Estevez's ID card. Yeah, show it. I thought I was going to show it to the fence.
Okay? You see anything? Radio me.
Everything's going to be fine. Yeah, I love Alan Wake 2.
The Lake House was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, My low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
I suppose this is the lake house. Not much for the eyes. It's about as, you know, it's about as pretty as if you just put like a Dollar General in the middle of the forest. In fact, I think the Dollar General might look better. Boring stream. We'll turn on some Balatro and Family Guy clips. That's awesome.
Hello? Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department.
Hello? Is anybody in there?
No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility? No?
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, well,
See you, Yoshi.
it was definitely going in the report.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting day here at the Lake House. As I'm sure you know, I am Dr. Jules Marmont, and this is my wife.
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together we are the heads of research at this facility. We want to thank you all for helping us break new ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you from observing the proper safety protocols.
You said it, Diana. We run a tight ship here at the Lake House. So, always remember the 3 S's. Safety, security, and censorship.
It's a C. It's a C.
What? Yeah, that is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid...
Wonderful joke, Jules. We'll see you down there.
Wonderful dubbing. Masterful.
Yeah, that seems healthy.
Admittedly, I probably should actually play Control before playing through this, just so I have a little more context for things. But Control seemed very, very confusing, and so I just kind of like played an hour or 2 of it, and then I stopped, and then at some point I will get back to it, because since it is part of the larger Remedy universe. Can I go up here?
It's locked.
Damn. Oh, I have a flashlight, I just realized. That would have been nice to know about 4 seconds ago. Urgent reminder, okay. Urgent reminder, lake safety protocols. Please remember that the following recreational activities are forbidden in the water of Cauldron Lake. These restrictions apply to both civilians and FBC employees. Fishing, redacted, swimming, boating, applies to canoes, kayaks, motorized boats, etc. Using the water for redacted purposes, water skiing, redacted into the water, paddle birding. These activities can result in redacted and an estimated redacted % of cases. If you are unclear about any of the restrictions listed above, please speak with redacted. Redacted. Redacted, redacted, redacted. Yes. This is exactly what I was expecting. Date redacted. Security report. Reply. Local rumors. Or re-local, I guess, reply. Background. A recent security operation was performed among the citizens of Bright Falls and Watery. The goal of this operation was to ascertain public knowledge and opinion of the lake house and its operations. Summary. The following information was gained through covert listening and informal questioning. The local public appear to view the area around the lake house with fear. This is, of course, the intended reaction, as the Bureau has publicly marked the area as dangerous due to volcanic gases. However, there is a specific rumor among the public regarding a government facility in the woods run by mad scientists taking people for experimentation. This rumor seems particularly popular among the local youth, and its proximity to the truth is cause for concern. Worst case outcome would be an increase in curiosity or possibly even aggression. It is possible that this is even the work... It is possible that... I cannot read, I'm so sorry. It's possible this is even the reason for the lake house's security breach back in Redacted. Action to be taken. Security personnel will continue to monitor youth chatter. Bro. I don't know if I'm genuinely just, like, dyslexic, or if I'm reading things faster than my brain can process it. That's probably it, but get used to that. Security personnel will continue to monitor youth chatter. If the rumors continue, disseminating a cover story may be required, perhaps even fabricated signage for an American Volcano Commission type institution. Not sure exactly what that means, but okay. I can't read that with the flashing... Okay. Dr. Marmont here to remind you to put in 100% effort today. No. Somebody put in a little too much effort over here. And here too. I think everyone... Oh. What is it with the circles? Alan Wake and like loops, circles. There's like a running theme here. I mean, of course there is. But that's probably something for later. July 14th, 2023, from Ava Romani to FBC personnel. Subject, status update, oldest house. To all staff, on-site observation teams report that the oldest house is still under active lockdown. Status of Director Trench, management team, and all other personnel inside the oldest house at the time of the lockdown's initialization remains unknown. Observation teams have detected fluctuations in the redacted field originating from the oldest house as of redacted, increasing in strength as it loops through a specific pattern every redacted hours. These readings are currently being analyzed by research staff in the Boston office. Any personnel with information pertaining to this signal should contact them immediately. Sincerely, Ava Romani, Supervisory Agent. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble reading things today, because I can see the text. It's just like, I think it's genuinely just my brain is processing the information faster, or maybe I'm trying to, maybe my brain is behind my mouth. You know, I'm speaking faster than I'm thinking, and actually processing what I'm reading. Experiment in progress.
That's handy.
Painting production. There's Dr. Marmont's office over there. There's inventory. There's holding an observation. Page development. Oh, so this is probably about the nursery rhymes that were spread across the area. Automated typing device chamber. ATD output evaluation and grading. ATD chief technician office. Dr. Marmont's office. He has two offices? Or maybe this leads into here. From the ground floor, possibly. Interesting.
An experiment. That bodes well.
Map updated? Something I notice a lot, the points of interest seem to be bugged, at least in the main campaign. I'm hoping that doesn't persist.
Dr. Marmont's not here.
In this campaign.
Nobody is?
But we'll see.
I'll have to check downstairs.
Guess this is Dr. Oh. To my new fellow head of the lake house, love, Diana. I did not mean to, to do that. Barrows University, on the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in them from the trustees of Barrows University.
They must all be working on the lower levels.
Can you shut the fuck up? I
We'll
was
need
reading.
to head down.
Bro, I'll get to that in a second. I was reading something. Okay, so Jules Francois Marmont. My apologies if I butchered that pronunciation. The degree of Doctor of Applied Science, and is entitled to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. William Deverell, Chairman of the Board of Trustees. Paul Jensen, Dean of Barrows University. Federal Bureau of Control Special Service Certificate. This exceptional contribution certificate is awarded to Jules Francois Marmont in grateful recognition of his outstanding contributions to the Bureau's scientific endeavors. Casper Darling, Head of Research. Notice of appointment from Dr. Casper Darling, Head of Research, to Dr. Jules Marmont, subject appointment as faculty head. The senior leadership of the Federal Bureau of Control has determined to appoint Dr. Jules Marmont as head of research at the facility at Cauldron Lake, Washington. The appointment will be shared with Diana Marmont, effective upon the facility's completion on July 18th. Zachariah Trench, Bureau Director. Casper Darling, Bureau Head of Research. Anything else over here?
Changing passwords, huh?
Effective September 13th, all computer passwords must be reset daily to address security concerns. We are aware this may be an inconvenient change and lead to difficulty remembering your password. We recommend using a permanent set of digits as the beginning of the password, followed by numbers that change daily. Try using significant personal dates, coordinates, etc. Do not use birthdays, the current date, phone numbers, etc. Please also remember that for the time being, passwords are not to exceed 6 digits. Thank you for your compliance. Very convenient that there's a calendar right here. Very convenient. So a permanent set of digits as the beginning of the password, followed by numbers that change daily. So I'm guessing this is the 2 numbers at the end, and there's like, so 4 numbers at the beginning I need to know. Or something like that. Or maybe it's 38 because it's highlighted here. September 14th, 2023, Thursday, Science Fact of the Day. Though most famous for his acting, for her acting, Hedy Lamarr also invented in her free time. She patented a frequency-hopping device for torpedo guidance systems at the age of 38. I promise I'll be able to read something at some point, okay? I promise. I promise it's gonna happen eventually. I can read, I swear. So April 18th, 2020, research profile, subject P. Summary. For extensive testing, the subject has been confirmed to possess an intrinsic supernatural ability that manifests exclusively during the act of painting. The paintings feature scenes or events he would have no knowledge of, even sometimes painting an event before it occurs. This effect has been proven multiple times and has an estimated 40 to 100% success rate. Note the lack of precision in this range is due to the team's inability to prove that a painting's content will not be realized at some point in the eventual future. Researchers asked to reiterate their hesitance to publish any concrete statements surrounding the subject and his ability at this time, as the nature of the paintings and their paranatural effects have been exceptionally difficult to measure and quantify. Conclusion. This subject is suspected to be a Class II para-utilitarian, though additional testing will be required to confirm this. At this time, his ability is not believed to be a direct threat to himself or others and can be controlled. The nature of his ability is to show current or future events via the art he creates, but the extent of this forecasting cannot be determined by any researchers with any high level of precision. Unlike the art created by Alan Wake, there is no evidence that the subject's art is directly manipulating reality via the shadow's energies. Replacement keycard request form. Please fill out the fields below before delivering the form to security. A new keycard will be issued to you once your request is processed. Jules Marmont, co-head of research. Card clearance, the highest one, I forget what it's called. Reason for replacement. My old card went missing. How would I know if it's stolen or lost? Why do you not put microchips inside to follow them if you're so concerned with this? I'm the head of research, and I expect a new card on my desk by the end of the workday. Okay. So, I would assume that, July 18th. That's only 5 numbers. Is that enough? I mean, the code said it shouldn't exceed 6 numbers, but it didn't say it had to be 6 numbers. So, all I know right now is 61838. That's all I have so far. It has to be, okay. Well, it's not over yet. Digits. Permanent set of digits at the beginning. As the beginning of the password, followed by numbers that change daily. Try using significant personal dates, coordinates, etc. Let's just try 61838 and see if that might be it.
Nope.
No. Okay. Well, there was another corner of the area that I didn't look at, so... Or no, I did look over here, didn't I? Except not at this board. The Lake House Daily. Good news. HQ still dark. Pie was good. More pie for the rest of us. We have coffee. Deerfest this week. Bad news. HQ still dark. Nut allergy bad. No Alma beer. It's good. Tried it. The artist is illegible. Someone stole the black whiteboard marker. All vacation time canceled. The artist is dead? Maybe? Possibly? Who knows? No doodling. Okay. I feel like most of the code passwords were pretty obvious in the main campaign, so... But all I have right now is 61838. I don't really have a, Maybe I add the month. So 618938.
Damn it.
What if, well, 618938. 1 3 9. No. Damn. That's crazy. Okay. Or maybe I do 186. See, I would assume it's like 618 and then... All I know is 618 and then... Or maybe it's 0618? Maybe it's counting like the... the 0? I don't know. Let's find out. 0 6 1 8 3 8.
That's not right.
Fuck. Damn. See, it said don't use the current date, but like I kind of want to try that now. No. Why do you have a backspace button on here, but I can't select it? 0 6 1 8 1.
Nope.
1 8 0 6 3 8.
Come on.
I am at a loss. I have like 5 numbers. I only have 5 numbers. There's 6 1 8 and then there's 3 8, and I need 6 numbers. Am I just like stupid or something? I don't see where there's any other number that could be at play here.
Damn it.
I really don't understand what they want me to look for here. There's only 3 numbers. There's July 18th, which is 618 or 0618. And then there's the 38 over here. I don't understand what they want me to look for. Most of the time, these... see, this is why I never should speak, ever, because, like, as soon as I speak, it's like I'm making an ass out of myself, because literally every other code puzzle in the main game was, like, super obvious. But then, of course, there has to be an exception. I genuinely don't understand what they want me to look for here. I really don't. Somebody to do a circles here. A lot of circles. Everything is one big circle. Probably. This whole building is probably a big circle with these donuts and the coffee mugs. This says 4. Holy shit, that's probably the number I'm looking for. You know, I joke about that. It would be kind of funny if this was the number I was looking for. But I mean, they probably wouldn't do that to me, because you can't interact with that computer at all.
That's not right.
Well, I'm at a loss then. Does it have to do with these? 3 out of 4 of these are lit.
Nope.
Okay. Okay, so first of all, I don't even know why I said 6, because July is the 7th month, not the 6th month. What is my brain doing to me today? So, it turns out I was right. It's 18038. I had all the numbers right, I just had it in the wrong order because, they do, you know, I'm guessing it's like day, month, year, or something. Whatever. I got myself mixed up. Okay. Security reminder to staff from B. Lopez. Hello. Remember to lock your computer before leaving your station for any amount of time. Changing your password daily does not improve our facility's security if you leave your computer open. Thank you, Brian Lopez, IT Specialist. Page's request from P. Levine to J. Marmont. Project Arbitus has officially requested we return the pages. We aren't using them for any work on Project Ramnus, and they are shared research material, so can I release them back to Arbitus? Sincerely, Dr. Perry Levine, Senior Researcher. Annual budget. Okay, let's go back down to the bottom. From H. Kingston to Dr. Marmont J. Marmont. Okay, oh, no, not Dr. Marmont. Diane Marmont and Jules Marmont. Good morning. Friendly reminder that proposed annual budgets need to be sent out by the end of this month. Every station is being asked to give a thorough breakdown this year in an effort to find areas where spending can be reduced. Should I book a time for us to speak about this and make a plan? All the best, Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator. I'm too busy to attend meetings, just use the budget from last year, but make sure to specify that a specific percentage of the research budget is to go toward Project Arbitus, so certain individuals won't be tempted to slow down their competition by stealing resources. I apologize for the difficulty my wife is presenting, Harry. I believe she is suggesting that I would take her project's budget. An unfair and preposterous accusation, though I am confident you understand that. I would be happy to meet and discuss the annual budget. It is, of course, the head of research's job to oversee such work. Maybe Diana is no longer up to the task? Sincerely, Jules Marmont. Go fuck yourself, Jules. So does next Wednesday work? Damn. Something tells me they don't get along. Actually, hold that thought. Did this open this door? Oh, yeah, probably, because there's a green light.
This should come in handy.
Security clearance 1. I wish I could read what this said. I could probably use the photo mode to get a better look at it. Something about power cores, level-wide lockdown, protocol and procedures. Could I like, hide the character from this? Yeah. Interesting. The dangers of doodling. I want to see what this says. Please remember that any unauthorized art can skew the results of ongoing research. The following types of recreational creativity are forbidden: doodling, rhythmic drumming with pencil, fingers, or other makeshift percussion instrument, stacking office supplies into sculpture-like arrangements, dancing, humming. Damn, okay. I heard a child was was using their imagination here, and I'm here to put a stop to it. Take me down to floor, wherever this goes. Well, we'll just go down one.
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estivesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to... Oh, shit!
I don't know, this seems normal.
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected on sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now. Belay that order.
So there's an overlap here?
Where's the fucking elevator?
Damn. That's kind of... I'm very curious to see where this goes.
Okay. Priority 1, get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake, you're not smart?
Hello? Who goes there? I have a gun and I might know how to use it. Maybe. Just go this way. Yeah, let's sit around and read in the dark. Research order. As the lake house continues to make progress toward its goal, various avenues of the research are being pursued. Recently, one such avenue has yielded unexpected results. The research into nursery rhymes, directed by Dr. and Dr. Marmot, led by Dr. Campbell as an art form, has shown viability in its ability to connect with the Cauldron Lake threshold. As a result, the nursery rhyme findings will now be carried forward by the co-heads of research and incorporated into ongoing research across the lake house, effective immediately. Research teams will be briefed on how to utilize the effective elements of the nursery rhymes into their own work. Note, Dr. Campbell and his team are being reassigned. They will continue to develop their work on nursery rhymes outside the lake house. Any exposure risks related to performing confidential work outside of the facility's premises have been acknowledged and accepted by the co-heads of research. Signed, Dr. Diana Marmot and Dr. Jules Marmot. Threshold Linking Experiment Progress Report, March 10th. The work to create a stable link between our reality and that of the redacted, I guess the dark place, continues. Progress is good, with all teams reporting high confidence that a successful connection will soon be possible. Recent efforts in utilizing the paintings produced by Subject P to adjust reality in such a way that achieves our goals were unsuccessful. However, this result allowed us to discard that avenue of research and focus solely on a much more viable one. Our new hypothesis states that the threshold's energies, and thus its reality-altering effects, are drawn to pieces of art that contain significant level of emotion. This is supported by a clear trend in data that we've gathered. This is supported by a clear trend in the data we have gathered over the years. If we can identify and quantify the emotion of an art piece, our work will speed up considerably. Work has already proceeded with an immediate focus on developing devices capable of measuring the level of emotion in any given piece of art. For now, our research will continue to focus solely on the art produced by Subject P. While no pieces of his have yielded successful results outside of their assistance in discovering the pages, I'm assuming manuscript pages, his proven status as a para-utilitarian makes his work the most suitable research material. Refer to file F2-15-3821 for a full report. Is anything over here? Probably not. There's 2 microwaves, though. I don't know why you would need 2 microwaves, but... Oh, yeah, there's these, like, security shelters. Yeah. Let's do a save real quick. Okay, I'm gonna be right back really quickly to get some water. Okay, that took slightly longer than I was expecting it to, so, like, something crazy happened. The crazy thing was... Anyway, let's get back to it. Okay. Crazy thing was, I exploded and died, and now I'm back. Long story short. Oh, please don't crash. Okay, let me make sure the game audio is still working and my voice. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Sorry, I'm just paranoid. I have to check something on my phone. What's in here? All battery. I feel like... What a nice looking toilet and sink combo. I mean, it is efficient, but it's like a prison toilet.
Dr. Darling.
Can I, like, actually watch it, or... No. The lake. Cauldron Lake. It was a lake. It's gone now.
Okay, he doesn't do a damn thing without power.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, smartass. If it doesn't do a thing without power, then how is this working? Is it like running on its own battery? Maybe. Maybe only certain systems are down. Let's go find out. Hello? I don't like that sloshing sound. Actually, I think I probably want to go... Well, we'll start over here and work our way back. That way. Guess I can't go for there. Looks like I could slide the door, but... wall. We'll go in there in a second. Nothing. Security clearance 2. Okay. We'll come back to that.
That is not a regulation FBC weapon. Jules's keycard could be useful.
Progress update 6. Unfortunately, Jules' keycard went missing last night. Huge shame. On a totally unrelated note, I now have a level 3 clearance card in my office, plus a lot of black rock. Been grinding down the black rock to a powder and stashing around in case any gets confiscated. Weapon tests using black rock powder. Okay, next steps. Weapon tests using black rock powder. If successful, maybe send schematics to offsite teams. Could lead to a transfer out of this shithole. Need to think up some more applications for black rock now that I have some. There was a researcher at the oldest house who had tons of ideas like this. Wish I could remember their name.
I wish they'd make these things lighter.
Power core. As for where the power core goes,
The way I
well,
saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear.
Is that where I need to go? Who goes there? This isn't funny anymore.
At least the elevator's back.
Back where? I love it when characters in games make comments on things that you currently literally, like, physically cannot see. Because the elevator was off this way. It would not be over here. There's no way she would have been able to see it. So I don't know what she's on about. Any uncompromised artist must be reported to security immediately. Okay, I don't like that. I keep hearing sounds behind me, and then I turn around and there's nothing. Like, either show up and kill me, or don't do anything at all. Okay, bro. Hopefully we can reach an understanding here. Now we have a safe space.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The Lake House has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Do you hear that, Dr. Marmot? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the Shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the Shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the Shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, who came up with that? Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the Shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's a very, very exciting non-physical forces impacting. No, sorry, I really can't. It is. You know what? Maybe some of you can come visit. We'll have to get you clearance, of course, but if that would, maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the Shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is a great new world, people.
This guy seems very excited to.
The Lake House's research went way beyond studying Cauldron Lake's threshold. Playing with paranatural forces, it never goes well, Saga. This is exactly why we lock up people like Wake.
Okay. As for what that did, No idea. Let's find out. Okay, so move the walls around. So, elevator is this way. I don't want to go that way, though. What? Huh? Oh, okay.
If you can understand me, I am an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you.
It never fucking works.
Is this no good?
Okay, damn.
Fuck were those things?
Somebody had a little too much fun with their art.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Sir, please hold. Please hold.
Now where am I?
Hold. Please hold.
What is that? If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned.
Never had a painting talk to me before.
So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
1,000 paintings use crude.
What does that mean?
Paint no brush, a self-portrait.
Okay, hey, calm down!
Fire in his eyes and hands and bones.
You need to cease all hostility right now. Bad news. That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Baby steps.
I guess we get a floor free now.
Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Sublevel 3.
I'm wondering if this has to do with the nursery rhymes or with, like, them attempting to manufacture manuscript pages or something.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
So, words per sentence, max 12, minimum 1, average 6.71. Is co-heads 1 word or 2? Style contains dialogue, clipped, phrasing, third person, omniscient, broad timeline. Story concepts, Marmots, Diana/Jules, FBC, Lake House, conflict, water, dark. So, this is to imply that Alan somehow was aware of what was going on at the lake house, or maybe this was Scratch's work?
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonts were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine. The paint. It was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmonts. For himself.
Words per sentence, max 15, minimum 1, average 6.41. Style, character-centric Lane. Past tense, clipped phrasing, higher adjective usage, focused timeline. Story concepts, Rudolph Lane. Paint, odor, Marmonts, hate/conflict. I'm a little conflicted as to what to do with this information. Guess we'll find out.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
March 6th, 2020, or is this supposed to be June 3rd, 2023, maybe? Moving forward, research at the lake house will be divided into 2 distinct projects. Project X-10032 AW, codename Arbutus, will focus on studying the writing of Redacted with Dr. Diana Marmont serving as project director, probably Alan Wake. Project C-4321RL, codename Romnus, which will focus on studying Redacted and his work, with Dr. Jules Marmont serving as project director. Staff will soon be notified regarding their project assignment and any required desk changes. Your patience is requested during this reorganization. This is a confidential faculty matter and is not to be discussed with external agents or teams. If you have any questions, please contact me directly. Signed, Harry Kingston, Faculty Administrator. So maybe the artwork kind of drew the attention of Cauldron Lake and somehow made Alan aware of it. So he wrote that, figured that into his story. To what avail? I don't know. Okay, so maybe that was March before. March 24th, 2022, refinement process, re-ATD output, and calibration. The automated typing device will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake, known para-utilitarian, with the goal of affecting reality with the same consistency as Mr. Wake's writing. Okay, so I guess they were trying to manufacture manuscript pages. To reach this level of authenticity, each page produced by the ATDs must be evaluated and graded based on its similarity to Wake's original style. The pages will be graded using the following criteria. 1. Comprehensibility. This is the most basic of criteria. The page must use language and develop stories in an understandable, organic way. Style. The page must accurately mimic the typical style of Wake's writing, using pages in the Lake House's possession as reference. Tone. Same thing. Must mimic the typical tone of Wake's writing. Content must accurately mimic the typical content of Wake's writing. Once pages are graded, they will be fed into the algorithm as preferred reference material, thus continuously refining the writing produced by the ATDs until they can produce near identical stories to Alan Wake. Once that is achieved, we will provide instructions to the ATD on what to write, effectively gaining control of Wake's ability to link with the Shadow's power. Do not copy Wake's manuscript pages.
There was a crack in the lake house. The marmots had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house. The marmots had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad.
Initial findings report, Edward Franklin Booker, born in New York, currently resides in New York, currently resides in New York, married to Tamifa Booker, no known children or dependents, no paracriminal affiliations found, located in Bright Falls as of September 10th, 2023. Writer and director of 5 stage plays, unsuccessful. Confirmed artist designation. Author, playwright. Disclaimer, background investigation performed in a very short amount of time per instruction. As a result of the information contained in this report is not comprehensive and possibly erroneous. So I guess they were investigating different writers they could bring onto the project.
Went bad.
Okay, can I stop this fucking video from playing? Can I stop that, please, so I can actually focus? No. Great, thanks. Whatever. Project Arbutus, initial findings, is it Tamida or Tamifa? I'm just gonna say Tamida. Madison Booker. Born in Atlanta, Georgia, currently resides in New York. Married to Edward Franklin Booker, No known children or dependents, no criminal affiliations, blah blah blah. Offer a free commercially successful true crime books. First publication was a poetry collection, unsuccessful. Confirmed artist and designation. Offer poet. Disclaimer, background investigation performed in a very short time, not comprehensive.
It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
Bunch of numbers. Wait, did I just overwrite my save from the... Okay. Whatever. I guess there wasn't like any particular reason I would need to go back to the finale of the main campaign anyway, but I guess it's because I didn't properly save that, but maybe there wasn't a save. Whatever. I can live with it.
Typewriters.
That's a lot of typewriters.
Please don't let this be what I think it is.
It probably is.
As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away. 100% bad news.
Clearance level 1. This is like a setup for disaster. How could no one see it coming? You know, if they've been like studying this for the past 14 years, or even longer maybe, you'd think they would understand a little better that this might be a bad idea. Especially to try the writing at, on site. If you couldn't have tried doing it, you know, in-house at the you know, headquarters or something, I don't know. Maybe, I guess I sort of get it, you know, it's faster, but to do the testing. Progress reports. Re-typewriter brand investigation. Investigation into the precise brand and model of typewriter used by Alan Wake with the intent to use this particular brand for redacted and the ATDs continues to be unsuccessful. Sorry. Sources contacted at Wake's publishing house. Result, no useful information. Wake's agent refused to discuss client matters. Wake's spouse refused to discuss. No useful information. Checked all available online interviews, publications, elements pertaining to Alan Wake. No useful information. The relevant team will continue to explore alternative sources of information. The ATDs will continue to be operated with the available typewriters until Wake's preferred brand is known. Theoretically, replicating Alan Wake's style of writing via the same brand of typewriter used by the offer should yield optimal results. The project director has indicated that a similar investigation should be launched into the brand and type of ink used in Wake's typewriter. Well, it's clearly not a normal type of ink if it can just infinitely refuel itself, but you know, just a theory. Anything on the tables? Probably not. There's too many tables to check. There's so many tables. So many desks. Bro, just hit me just how many there were. I thought there was like 20 or something at first when I first walked in here, but now there's like a lot.
March 7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman, founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the Shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy, complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
Okay. Can I? No, that's not what I want. Why is the dialogue volume quieter than everything else? Like, I swear I can hardly hear some of the things they're saying sometimes. Wait 1 second. Okay. Project Arbitus. Research notes regarding content of Wake manuscript. We have begun to find pages from a manuscript script very likely written by Alan Wake, para-utilitarian and suspect in past cases involving the Cauldron Lake AWE. Though I don't like to bring myself or my biases into my work, I must do so here to address the matter of being examined. As reference for any future readers, I am Dr. Diana Marmont, co-head of research at the Lake House facility. So this was back in 2022 in January. The page we recently found summarizes my life with Jules Marmont, husband and researcher. It has turned us into characters for its story, making generalizations and assumptions that I must attempt to evaluate without emotion or prejudice. The accuracy of the writing is intriguing, but it reports our past in the Bureau, but also details inner thoughts that an outside recorder would have no way of knowing. Jules and I have indeed been having more and more interpersonal conflict this past year. This raises many questions. How does Wake, wherever he is writing from, get his information? Or was the page itself determining these emotions and events? I cannot believe that the scope of Wake's ability goes so far as to have dictated my entire career at the FBC, and if it did, would it matter? Even if a person knew their life was being driven by an external force, would it change their nature, their behavior, their personality? My disagreements with Jules are not sudden shifts in personality, but rather a growing resentment. I firmly believe that though I have no evidence to prove it, which brings me to a new research query for our team. What methodology can one use to prove that their actions, their mind, their love, or animosity are theirs to control? I think this is one reason I probably wouldn't do a stream play for Valorant Mark 2, because I can feel myself getting lightheaded because of how much talking I'm having to do, because I'm not used to having to talk this much in terms of like reading things on stream or just commentating. It's like I find it really interesting and fascinating. I don't hate it at all, genuinely. It's just like, it's just purely a me thing. And I'm finding myself getting more tongue-tied because of that too. Is that a paper?
Shit. I can never say no to extra firepower.
I'm not really sure why I needed extra inventory slots, considering I don't even have that many items, but I guess I'll take it. Let me rearrange things. There we go. Okay. I need like a mouse with those little like number.
Huh. Back where I started. Spatial
That'll
recurrence.
That'll make things so
Usually
faster.
observes the law of 3.
I'm assuming everything is the same.
This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed. The feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. This contrived overlap rebounded on
Okay, so
itself.
maybe the pages did change.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules... Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't...
So Rudolph Lane is the artist who wrote everything. So I'm assuming all the interactables are the same, then it's just that changed.
Is contrived.
The shadow is here. Good thing I brought a flashlight.
Awkward. Save our ammo. Okay, so you're one of those ones. Go! What the f... Bro. I'm wondering if I didn't fully take out its shield. The big one, that is. Let me make sure that there's no items in here before I I need to take out the long range guy.
The shadow is here. Good thing I brought a flashlight.
Let's see if I can get this. Okay, so his shield regenerated. I need to be careful about regenerating, like, taking out their shields too early. Where's the big guy? There's something over here. Okay, so you don't have a shield at all. Shotgun. There we go.
Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
I would like to assume everything else in here is the same, but I don't know for sure. There's a hissing. Is that you, buddy? Guess it wasn't hissing as much as it was heavy breathing. So what do I do if I run out of batteries and I still have to take out one of these things? Does it just like explode on its own? I feel like I have problems of missing the target on those fairly often. Is this always open? Yeah, okay, it was. More of the panting creatures, maybe? Somewhere. Still no differences.
Diana and Jules Marmont had one.
Still no differences. Let's just go through.
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. But science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Rudolph Lane's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand. I keep coming back to this page. The author's...
Oh, okay. I overwrote this save. That's what happened. Because I was selecting this and I thought it, well, I was trying to select this and I thought it was, but it was actually selecting this. That is really annoying. But at least I know now for the future to be a little more careful. I got like really thrown off for a second and I thought that was Alan Wake. But it was just a projector. As well run towards my inevitable doom. Oh. That is trippy.
Ugh, locked. Maybe there's another way in. Controllable shifting phenomena.
Okay, let's open up this then, I guess. No, I said open. Thank you. The power cord. What do I bring this to exactly? That. No. Oh, I'm a little stupid. I guess I didn't need to move it. It was, I just needed to take this one and move it over to it. Well, in my defense, it didn't really look like that, so... Maybe you're the stupid one, actually. Questioning my methods. I know exactly what I'm doing. Can I put this down by chance? See if this door gets unlocked, or if I can unlock it, that is. Okay, yeah, so then I'm gonna switch the light back on and something super crazy awesome will happen. Mario 64 painting. Gotta jump inside.
Alan Wake's writing is being studied here. Do you know anything about him?
Names don't matter. 1,000 more to come.
They say clear communication is the key to any relationship. You and I have some work to do there. What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Marmots clogging his head.
You said marmots before. Do they do this? Where are they now?
Misery, hate.
Tell me where they are.
They're in hell.
Christ.
Probably, maybe.
It's fixated on the marmots. What did they do?
access. Denied.
Well... Floor 2, then?
A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Sublevel.
Level 2 lockdown in effect. Please remain calm. Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Was I here before?
Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
What's going on down there? Shadows.
Oh, there's the elevator. How do I get in?
I heard their voice. There's a computer down here.
Finally! Someone who isn't a painting.
Doesn't seem that interested. Okay.
Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kieran Estevez. I'm with the government, and I need your name.
I'm Ed Brooker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here, so can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Right. It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, you know, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid creative exercise.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, you know, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. But you could dial down the role-playing like 15, 20%.
What?
Just some professional advice.
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Uh-huh, got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second. Oh, and can I get my phone back?
No.
I want to call my wife. I don't know how
No
Tammy
phones.
found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Anyway, okay. This guy, I think he was in the beginning of the main campaign, and he shows up a couple times.
Represent capitalism, which means the flashlight is the power of the artist. Sheer creativity tearing through the shadowy cloak of corporate cookie-cutter bullshit. Killer metaphor.
I mean,
This is good stuff.
I guess that's one way to interpret it.
Can work with that. Short, to the point, visual metaphors, dark imagery. Government is spreading darkness, trying to control the uncontrollable. It speaks to climate change, oppression, disenfranchisement of immigrant minority populations. Lots of heavy themes in a dark sci-fi wrapper. Love it.
Regarding Booker's writing, the first piece of content produced by the subject is severely disappointing. It is not remotely similar in content to the wake pages we provided as reference. Why is it so focused on my marriage? Why is Jules the protagonist? Why is it set in an actual lakeside cabin? And what is happening at the end? What the hell is in the sky? Did anyone brief Booker about the concepts he has to write about? The lake house, the shadow? We need him to match Wake's style exactly. It's not going to work if he has no clue what he's writing about. We need to get this sorted. We need progress now. And why isn't he taking this seriously? When I spoke to him, he thought I was an actor. I want him to understand how serious we are, whatever it takes. So, okay. We'll come back to that. Assignment. Continue the story from page ID 8W002. Match the tone, style, and content of the page as closely as possible. The crack was an emotional one, a line right through their marriage, their foundation, their lake house. These thoughts and more flooded Jules' mind as he stared out through the lakeside cottage's windows. The sun was setting on a stormy day. Rain-heavy clouds hung low, weighed down with the burden of purpose. Diana sat in her favorite deck chair, staring out across the lake's rippling surface. He watched the breeze catch her acorn hair. As if sensing his gaze, she turned her head. Jules looked away, flustered and annoyed with himself for letting her affect him this way. He grabbed the bottle of red wine, poured himself a generous serving, and he kept pouring, his mind distracted by a thought. How did we get here? They had been at the lab, running an experiment, then they were here. Why? He remembered thinking that a break from the lab would give them space to reconnect, to mend the crack, but he couldn't remember ever leaving. Wine was flowing over the rim of his cup, though he didn't even notice. He put down the bottle, scanning the lake. A faint shimmer hung in the air on the far side of the lake, like light hitting glass. The sort of thing you only notice if you were looking for it. He felt like he had seen something like this before, but where? Jules. Diana's cry snapped Jules back into the present. She was staring up at the sky in a panic. A deep shadow crept across the deck. Jules ran to the door to his wife. Is that Scratch? Another password. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy! Why the fuck was that the actual password? I thought it was a joke. Somebody's not very bright. Okay. Let's lock in more reading. Hello, please remember to lock your computer. Oh, is this just the same emails? Okay. A gentle reminder that nut allergies are a serious health issue and making light of them is not appropriate workplace behavior for anyone of any seniority level. Bringing nuts to the office is a health risk and should be avoided for everyone's safety. Thank you, Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator. Hello, to celebrate the arrival of fall, I have brought a variety of seasonal pies from that local diner you all seem to love so much. The members of Project Rumnus can come enjoy them in the lobby near my office. All of her staff should visit the other Dr. Marmon's office to see if she brought pie. Also, despite the ridiculous dramatics of last year, I have purchased the delicious pecan-filled pies. Happy fall. Attention all staff, there is a significant amount of black rock missing from sub-level 5. I expect there is a misunderstanding and someone has taken it to another floor by mistake. If you did this, respond to this message and we will fix the problem. Black rock is a precious material. We only have so much of it now with the oldest house being closed. Jules sent out a memo asking us to spy on his wife's project. Remember when we just made fun of his stupid project names and science factoids? Simpler times. Guarding. He really did that? Diana is gonna slit his throat if she finds out. Those two are such a hot mess. I got drinks with Perry last night and he told me Jules is withholding wake pages from Diana's team. He told her they went missing. Crazy shit. Paula mentioned you two were thinking about asking for a transfer. You really leave me here all alone? We can have weekly gossip calls, promise. Retrieval order. Acquisition team is hereby approved to acquire additional research subjects for ongoing study related to Project Arbutus at the Lake House facility. Prioritize outcomes as ordered below. Both subjects brought to the Lake House for study. Tamifa Booker, Tamifa Booker, her work is more commercially successful, thus more likely to yield results based on proven cases. Edward Booker, less successful than Tamifa, but theater is more widely recognized as art than true crime novels. Observe the subjects at a distance and only move to acquire if the opportunity arises. Under no circumstances can this operation draw the attention of local law enforcement. Subjects writing must feature darkness, water, Marmonts, Jules and Diana, the lake house, conflict. Did anyone explain any of this to him? Probably not. Bro has no idea what he's doing here. No real idea. Open this. Top 100 American small towns. Number 1. Number 7. Tomato Town. Let's just... Let's go over here real quick. Do I have more ammo? Yeah, okay, so let me reload this. Why does that sound like scratch? I need security level, security clearance level 3 to get in there. What is over here exactly?
I wonder what happened here.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
So I'm wondering if somehow this is like... This has to do with Scratch maybe trying to impede their progress or something? Because this doesn't entirely feel like something Alan himself would do. Or write, but maybe it's possible, maybe... Because, like, there's other things throughout the story, throughout the manuscripts and the main story that he wrote into it, you know, involving Saga's daughter, which he shouldn't have done, too. So, I don't know. It's possible he did this, but Scratch was trying to write his own thing as well at certain points, so...
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty.
Rudolph, no. You love to paint. And you are such a talent. This is just the classic artist slump.
No. No, I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave.
Ah, Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that.
No. No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint.
Ah, this is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
Date redacted. Project Rumnus. Subject condition reports regarding redacted. Rudolph Lane, subject P, has shown a decline in redacted over the past several months. Initially, his redacted presented as an increase in resistance, frequently declining requests to work. However, given time and pressure, subject would always relent. Subject's attitude towards art has also undergone a change recently. He's disinterested in his work, quickly becoming frustrated and sometimes even damaging or destroying the piece before it is completed. In the past few months, his work has become much more abstract, no longer showing true-to-life subjects or landscapes, but rather conceptual art that is much harder to define or categorize. Whether this sudden interest or in abstraction was a form of rebellion, a consequence of growing redacted, or a source of genuine artistic interest is unknown. Current situation. As of yesterday, subject refuses to touch his supplies. He claims he will not paint anymore and wishes to leave. The subject's refusal has effectively halted all research while the team can continue to run tests on the backlog of paintings. They estimate that there is little new information to gain. The subject must continue to paint if the work is to proceed. However, the team is concerned that convincing the subject with force or coercion may only entrench him further in his position. Action to be taken. Dr. Jules Marmont has suggested that a high dose of redacted be introduced to the subject's food to cure his redacted. If the subject's attitude does not improve, then low doses of redacted will be introduced in order to improve his compliance. Okay. Right about now, I would like a save point so I can stop and like pick this up later.
Shaded. Hope that glass is thick.
Because I'm getting kind of tired of reading things. 0% effort today. There's a lot of people in here. that ketchup over there? Why is there ketchup over here? Oh, okay. Free microwaves? Who needs free microwaves? I mean, I guess this, I mean, I get it. This is like the lounge. But, like, there's 2 chairs, no free. Actually, no, there's like 6. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We'll save this for the next time I stream this, which probably won't be tomorrow, probably won't be the next day, but it will be at some point. Hopefully this week, I don't know. I'm just getting really, really tired of reading things because it's making me lightheaded and giving me a headache. Oh man, okay. It wouldn't be a problem if I was just reading stuff to myself, you know, reading back for things in my mind, but genuinely it's just like, I'm not used to talking that much. So I guess I will continue this later at some point. Maybe this week, maybe next week, I'm not really sure. Till then, I'll see you guys later.